I know that I've been very fortunate, as I said, and the Lord has helped me through everything. And I don't see how this can be any different. I think there's new things coming. I think that it's going to be good for everybody. I'd like to finish the book that has already been started about my life as far as what I've been doing in the last 3 to 4 years. I'm working on an album, something that I wanted to do in the last few years.
Okay, so in this part of the tape, he's talking about recording a new album, finding singers, finding writers. This is suspected to be Spelling on the Stone album that comes out in 1988. Now remember, this tape was done in 81 or 82, early 82, most likely 81, they said. It talks about, later on in the tape, you'll notice it talks about him already recording an album. When we get to that point, we'll talk about that.
I've had me in the past, to help me with the music. And put out maybe the best album that I'll ever put out. I don't know if we can get a hold of all the people, but we're working on it. And it's something that I think everybody can look forward to. I think a lot of people have given me the chance to continue without bringing me too far out into the open. It's taken a lot to get me in hiding, and it would be a shame if things just turned around in 5 seconds. Whereas before I didn't have any to work. I just constantly had to keep doing the same things over and over again as far as music is concerned. And I kept putting out the same things all the time. It's hard to get something the way you want it and to change it drastically if you've been used to the way you've been doing it in the past, and especially if you haven't got any time. I didn't have any time before. My time was taken up. But this is different. This gives me a chance to really get into something. To make it a piece of material that I can do the way I want to do it, instead of the way somebody is telling you they want some way and this and that, and just making it a big, sometimes I call it a mess,
What he was saying here was that he was going to do something totally different. He was going to make it like the way he wanted to make it. He could take it and he could switch it up. He could take it, throw it away. He could start over and do it over again. He didn't have restraints of a label or a manager telling him how to do his music. If he wanted to be harmonized with somebody, he could harmonize with somebody. Because Elvis didn't have that opportunity with RCA. As Elvis, he had to do it the way they wanted to do it, and he didn't have any creative outlet. So this is why I firmly believe that he's talking about the Spelling on the Stone album.
This gives me a chance to really get into something. To make it a piece of material that I can do the way I want to do it, instead of the way somebody is telling you they want some way and this and that, and just making it a big, sometimes I call it a mess, you know. I just have to do things this time the way I want it, and I think it will work a lot better. The first album that we've already released is something that was done a few months ago, and I enjoyed it, but I'll tell you, I didn't really think that we'd ever release it. There's a lot of remembering.
Okay, so in this portion of the tape, he mentions that he has released an album. He has said that they had to learn all the old songs over again and learn new songs. And he said he's had fun and he never thought that it would come out. But at the time, he had admitted to Linda Hood Sigmund that he had done work with Orion, the singer. So some of those new songs could have been Orion, the singer, or older songs from the Rockabilly album. His voice was very distinct on those albums. Also, the album Silvanora, which came out in 1981, dealt with all his older songs. And then there was another album that came out in 1982, which could have been recorded in 1981 or before, which was a Killer and the King album with Jerry Lee Lewis. And so that one definitely was Elvis in it as well, and that dealt with a lot of old songs. So I'm going to say that he probably recorded a bunch of songs like that for Orion, and then he did the Civil Nora thing, which was his own songs plus one new song. I Love a Rainy Night. So that is where he's at. Now, he had said somewhere in the tape, I don't remember where, but he wanted to continue his music. He had to continue to entertain people because he could not go without entertaining them. And it was something that he said at the first part of the tape where he said that it was hard to stop doing something that you've been doing all your life, and that's all you basically know how to do. So he definitely wanted to continue to entertain, but in a different way. And I think he succeeded in that, doing Orion, Silvanora, Spelling on the Stone, and other projects that are revealed in his Elvis Found Alive video, which we can go over another day. All right.
Living work some way and this and that, and just making it a big, sometimes I call it a mess, you know. I just have to do things this time the way I want it, and I think it will work a lot better. The first album that we've already released is something that was done a few months ago, and I enjoyed it, but I'll tell you, I didn't really think that we'd ever release it. There's a lot of remembering on the songs, and we tried some new songs and things, and it was a lot of fun, you know. I had a lot of fun doing it. But the next album that we put out, I really hope that we can get a hold of everyone that has helped in the past, because it's going to be it would be a rewarding experience to think that that everything could work so smoothly. My whole life has been something out of a dream, and to have this happen, I mean, to to get all the people together, helped me in the past to help with a new album. And after everything that's already happened, it would have to be the biggest experience in my life, and I'm certain it would be good for them too. I'm looking forward to it. And you know, many times we despair and we think that life has somehow passed us by. But you know, dreams can come true.